While we're still in 2024, we already know 2025 is going to be a very exciting year for motorcycles. The grin-worthy list of bikes slated for next year includes models like the spiritual successor to the iconic Triumph Daytona 675R and the first ever big-capacity modern KTM sports bike. The fast ones on the upcoming motorcycle list have us more hooked because this time there are a variety of bikes to look forward to. From an updated Yamaha R1 to an all-new American muscle cruiser with over 170 horsepower and a sharp new Honda Naked sports bike, this list has everything to pump up your adrenaline. Ducati Panigale V2 successor. This might turn out to be the least powerful motorcycle in this bunch, but that doesn't make it any bit less exciting. The top guns at Ducati have confirmed that the successor to the baby Panigale is due soon. It will be cheaper but also less powerful than the 155 horsepower V2. However, given how Ducati made the 2025 Panigale V4 less powerful and lighter to elevate its track-ready appeal, we expect the Panigale V2 successor to retain or even improve its power-to-weight ratio despite the loss of performance. KTM 990 Duke R. A highly anticipated KTM for 2025 is a beefed-up version of the already mental 990 Duke. The superior and sportier model will be more powerful and get upgraded suspension and braking setup, as well as cool cosmetic upgrades to distinguish it from the standard version. Funnily, this Duke is still categorized as a middleweight despite having an engine displacement of close to 1000 cc. It sits bang in the center with the less powerful Yamaha MT-09 SP and the Kawasaki Z900 on one side and the more powerful Triumph Street Triple RS and MV Agusta Brutale RR on the other. KTM 990 RCR. KTM makes the most explosive motorcycles in the respective classes, and its sports bikes are honed on the racetracks for the roads. Since we tasted the KTM RC 390, the craving for a big-capacity KTM sports bike has been unsupervised. Yes, the KTM RC 8C came out to quench that thirst, but it was a wickedly pricey proposition no normal human could afford. Now, KTM is finally granting our long-due wish for a supersport with the all-new road-going 990 RCR. The underpinnings are shared with the KTM 990 Duke, but it will get an aggressive riding stance and sharp MotoGP-derived body panels. It's expected to debut in November 2024. Honda CB1000 Hornet. The CB1000 Hornet offers a bold and edgy new take on Honda Naked sports bikes. Its engine is shared with the mighty CBR1000RR Fireblade, so power and torque figures will surely put a wide grin on your face. It gets all new underpinnings, including a suspension and braking setup that reciprocates its sharp theme. Also present is a new 5-inch TFT display. On the electronics front, it is loaded with throttle-by-wire, Honda's selectable torque control, and dual chenille abs, to name a few. Buell Super Cruiser. The Super Cruiser is one of the most anticipated cruisers of 2025. If the production spec model of the Super Cruiser stays true to its current spec sheet, then we are looking at a homebred modern muscle cruiser, likely the most powerful one. It will be powered by a sports bike-derived V-twin engine that will rev to over 10,000 RPM. The most impressive part of this motorcycle is its insane power-to-weight ratio, which makes it a certified wheelie-popping machine. Frankly, the cruiser name is just a facade. MV Agusta Superveloce 1000. The limited-run Superveloce 100 Series Oro already has our heart for its gorgeous design and sinister underpinnings. This MV Agusta is the most precise visual representation of Beauty and the Beast among motorcycles. But it has a catch. The Series Oro is limited to just 500 units worldwide and costs over $70,000. But the Australian government website reveals an approval document showing a toned-down version of the production spec Superveloce. This toned-down version will carry forward the same power plant with the same power output. The difference then will be evident primarily in terms of underpinnings and design. The 124 horsepower Enduro Veloce and the Oriole Limited Edition ADV models are proof of how MV goes about its limited edition and production models. Ducati Panigale V4. The Ducati Panigale V4 lineup has become much more desirable for 2025. Its nitty-gritty upgrades include a sharper design language, redesigned winglets, and sleeker LED. The juicy updates are, however, limited. Weight saving is the norm, as Ducati has gone the extra mile to make the new V4 Panigale a lot nimbler. The engine gets lighter camshafts, and the swing arm is now a much lighter double-sided setup. Technology features also get a bump, the most notable being the Ducati Race ECBS. It also gets a new, bigger 6.9-inch TFT instrument cluster. Power is marginally up and torque is marginally down, but its weight savings add more value to the whole package.